Welcome to the Truth Zone. I'm your host, D Truth. Respect to Papa Will, Shonda Williams. Respect. You see the title of the you see the topic of the show. Colorism, self-hate. It's colorism, self-hate. First, we gotta know what the definition of colorism is. Okay. I'm gonna give you the definition of colorism. Give me a minute. Hold on. I'm supposed to have this ready, but you know, his 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 definition of prejudice, discrimination against individuals, dark skin, typically people or the same. See, we as a community, yeah, we come in all different shapes and sizes. We come in all different type of skin tone. We come in all shape and size of skin tone. And colorism goes on every respect, damn shooter, respect. Colorism goes on with everybody. Not with everybody. Let me rephrase that. That colorism goes on with a certain type of person, male or female, because that person don't like their own skin tone, so they project it on somebody else. They project it on somebody else. Why? Why you think they project it on somebody else? I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link right quick. I got audio I want y'all to listen to. I think I'll go back and find it. I'm gonna find it right quick. Yeah, it's bad in our own community that we go through that colorism stuff. Because you got the light skin don't like the dark skin don't like the light skin. We're all human, right? We're all human. And let's see, can I find? Okay, here I got it. Hold on, I gotta get this set up real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna play it for you.
My next guest was recently on a popular cable. Let me share her story. Let's take a listen.
Dear Steve, my name is Candace and I'm 20 years old. I've been bleaching my skin since the age of 13 because I live in a town where the black population is only 3% and it's hard to be accepted. Almost all of my friends are white and they have it so easy to. Where my color holds me back from a lot of things in life. My mom, she's a single mom and she thinks I'm putting myself in danger. She's also upset because now I have my 13-year brother bleaching his skin, so he will be accepted better in school and increase his chance on the football team. A lot of people prejudge me and they think that I'm ashamed of being black, but life is hard being black and society has caused me not to like the color that I am. And I want to tell my little brother have it easier in school than I did and have more opportunities.
I'm 13. I started to skin bleach because I saw my sister do it. Then I started using it every day, twice a day.
Being lighter, you get better opportunities.
I see a black person now. I see that person either went to jail or stayed in trouble or didn't have a degree.
Guys are like, oh, black girls are loud. That's why they go for the lighter girls or girls who they think are mixed.
I don't have with black kids at school because they always troublemakers. I am mostly with the white people because they want to get in trouble. Bill will like help me fit in more. I look up more to my sister because when she's in school, she more with the white people and she claims herself as a person.
My friends are predominantly white.
Now she bleached her skin, she like be like a better person and not getting in trouble, stuff like that.
I guess like he's getting older and he wants to like look better. He's obsessed with being a Guido.
Black people are known for like gang banging, rap music, and people and shooting and staying in jail and stuff like that.
I am kind of worried about it because he takes it overboard. Like he doesn't hang out with no black people. Like he's like, oh, the Underground Railroads are coming.
I want to be like an underground railroad person. Like they were like dark person and be another person's slave.
It kind of concerns me that he judges it like that. The skin bleaching, I don't see a problem with, but don't like down the race.
I guess it's Candy. Candy, those are your two children on the tape.
What y'all think about that right there? If that is not self-hate, colorism at its best, young, melanated young lady, a young man, bleaching their skin, trying to fit in with the other people. That's insane. And they talk about she was talking about what she had more white friends, but yet mother for doubting the community about rap music and getting in trouble on that. What you think she doing? She doing the same damn thing. You think them other kids don't get in trouble their doggone self? You think the motherfuckers don't have the same problem that we have? They don't have as much problem that we have. See, that's why I keep saying you gotta love yourself. They don't love themselves. To say, I am beautiful inside and out, no matter what my skin tone is. I don't have to go change my skin tone to satisfy somebody else. See, that means they try to satisfy the other people that around. But they don't think about it, that the other people they hang around, what they say behind their back. Look at her trying to be like us. And yes, he is to the extreme, but yes, guess who he looks up to is his big sister, a 20-year-old sister. He 13. He looks up to her. See, colorism is bad when you go to bleach your skin, you try to be lighter. See, the Caucasian goes to the beach to get a tan, to get darker. That's still a form of colorism. See, if you got to deal with this stuff, right, that goes to show you that you got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. Do they love themselves? I don't think they love themselves. See, respect, Kalani, respect. What do you have to do to get through to some of these people that is self-hate? What do we have to get through to some of these people because they don't like themselves? They don't love themselves enough. See, you got to look in the mirror, say, I love myself. Why are you going to change for somebody else? Why do we hate on our own people because they lighter or darker? Colorism is real, people. Colorism is real. For all y'all that didn't hear what these kids said, for all y'all that didn't hear what these kids said, let me play it one more time. I'll play it one more time for all y'all that didn't hear.
My next guest was recently on a popular cable show
Because I live in this.
and then emailed me wanting to share her story. Let's take a listen.
Dear Steve, my name is Candace and I'm 20 years old. I've been bleaching my skin since the age of 13 because I live in a town where the black population is only 3% and it's hard to be accepted. Almost all of my friends are white and they have it so easy to me. Where my color holds me back from a lot of things in life. My mom, she's a single mom and she thinks I'm putting myself in danger. She's also upset because now I have my 13-year-old brother bleaching his skin, so he will be accepted better in school and increase his chance on the football team. A lot of people prejudge me and they think that I'm ashamed of being black, but life is hard being black and society has caused me not to like the color that I am. And I want to tell my little.
Did you hear what she just said? Life in society got her the night to not like the color of her skin. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Society. Society got her not liking the color of her skin.
Brother have it easier in school than I did and have more opportunities.
I'm 13. I started to skin bleach because I saw my sister
Respect
do
James.
it. Then I started using it every day, twice a day.
Being lighter, you get better opportunities.
Oh, when I see a black person now, I see that person like been like either went to jail or stayed in trouble or didn't have a degree.
Guys are like, oh, black girls are loud. That's why they go for the lighter girls or girls who they think are mixed.
I don't have with black kids at school because they always troublemakers. I hang out mostly with the white people because
Did said that melanated men always go for the Caucasian, which I find fascinating. These kids ain't live life. And the young man said that melanated people are troublemakers. Respect E. Brooks. They are troublemakers. Let that sink in. See, that's mom not teaching her kids that you gotta love yourself. That it don't matter where you come from, is where you're gonna get to, that you make yourself feel good. Not change to try to be lighter or be darker or talk about somebody that's in your own ethnic group. It doesn't matter what people gonna see you for who they are. That's some people, some people gonna see your skin tone, but some people gonna see your action, where your heart's at. See, we as a community, we gotta stop that colorism, put down other people because they're not, I would say, skin tone. We got to start judging, not judge. We got to start looking at people for their action and how they react to different things, how they are motivated, how they are doing things. See, some of us brown-skinned people or darker-skinned people think that lighter-skinned people get special treatment. And some light-skinned people think they're better than the darker-skinned people. Correct me if I'm wrong when I said that. Some darker-skinned people think they're better than lighter-skinned people. But guess what? We all the same, just got a different skin tone. We all the same because let me take it back. We are not all the same because we all don't have the same mindset. We're not all the same because some of us don't have a heart. We're not all the same because we don't have that self love for for us. Oh, okay, hold on.
Salute, D. Grand rising to you. I was sitting in the back and I heard your conversation. It
Hello,
was very insightful.
respect to chat.
Salute. You can
Yeah,
hear me,
you
D.
on, you on. See, I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, I was in the back. I was listening. I don't
It's
usually
sad
I
that
catch you, but I got to catch you today. And the topic that you're talking about is very interesting because
yeah.
colorism is everywhere. Colorism has been within us for years and years and years, and it's just getting worse and worse with the colorism. Colorism started since the days of our slaveries, if you remember. Colorism started when they separated. You had the house slaves and the field slaves. You understand what I'm saying? So they took the lighter ones and put them in the house, and then the darker ones was outside. So colorism has been instilled with us is for us to try to break that barrier, which is not because they make us feel that way in the business, in the world, just like the excerpt you just played with that young lady, how she said society has made her feel, which is in every nationality. In every nationality that we have darker skin colored people, there's colorism.
You're right. And think about how that impacted our younger brother. He went to the extreme that all darker skinned people gets in trouble. You see what I'm saying? That right there is that's why I've been talking about all week. That self love. Parents as uncle, aunts, grandma, granddaddy, we gotta teach our kids and teach each other how to love ourselves for the way we are and our
Definitely
skin
starts
tone.
with self. It definitely starts with self. You gotta love yourself and your own skin.
I know, and think about it. I'm telling you, she's 20 years old. She's still young. I don't know how old she now. She's using chemicals, different type of chemical on her skin to bleach her skin, and no telling what kind of reaction she gonna have later from that. Same thing with her brother.
I think I might have seen that one. Was that on Steve Wilkos?
Yep, it was. Yeah,
I might have seen that episode.
it's,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I might have seen
and
that episode. And you know what it is, D Truth, that colorism stuff. And and for the people that think black means we're only African American, no, there's black people everywhere. And that colorism is everywhere. Africa, um, Santo Domingo, everywhere there's colored people. That colorism is there, and they're bleaching their skin, especially in Jamaica and Africa. That is high. That's how bad the colorism is, that the people are bleaching their skin. And you're right. The young lady, they're kids, and they're doing this to themselves. You don't know what kind of effect that is going to take upon them, not just physically, but mentally. Because look how they're thinking as a young kid, and look how she feels like I got to get my brother to do the same thing because he needs to be accepted. And look what he said. I've been doing it because I saw my sister doing it. You understand this color that we have?
mm-hmm.
This color that we have on our skin, it is so rich, and we don't even understand it because they done instilled this fear and this inferiority into us, this inferior into us, that all of it's, and then it goes from generation to generation to generation, where we feel we're inferior. We're far from inferior. We far from inferior. This is why they try to take us. They try to understand us. They try to dissect us. We have things in us that they don't even understand. This melanated skin is the richest thing you could own. This is why they try to get us mentally to think that we're nothing.
Yep, and
Go ahead, Dietrich. I'm sorry. You saying something?
mm-hmm. And one thing that it's like this. The where let me talk to the darker skin brothers and sisters. You know why we don't have to put on suntan lotion? It was because our skin is made for the sun to fight the ultraviolet rays. I love my skin. I love my skin. I love myself. And he also, if you remember that episode, he also said he the skin to play football, get on the football team. So I see. I want to ask you a question, Kitty. Where did the mother go wrong with these kids?
We're not gonna say it's just the mother. See, I sit back and I listen to a lot of people, and it's just not on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's in your real life. They
Yeah,
blame the mothers for everything. It's not just the
yeah,
mother. Raising a kid, remember it always been said that it takes a village to raise a kid. A village to raise a
village.
kid.
Yeah,
That village that we no longer have now, but we're not gonna touch that. That's another subject if you ever want to touch that. But it takes a village to raise a kid. A mother by itself, like everything that goes wrong with young men and children out here, they quick to blame the woman. They can't to blame the woman. The woman is not the blame. It's not the mother. It's the parents in
yeah,
a whole. It's the people that surround your children in a whole.
yeah,
But it starts from home. It starts from home. The kids
yeah.
absorb
And,
everything around them.
uh,
God, Dietrich,
no,
I'm
they do,
sorry.
they do. And one thing, you're okay, you're okay, Kitty. But one thing that Caucasian
You cutting
neighborhood,
in and out. I don't know if it's on my
yeah,
side, but you cut it in
it's
and
probably
out.
me.
We didn't
I
hear the
said
last thing you
she said
said.
that she said that she was that they moved from neighborhood to neighborhood. She said she was trying to make friends, and but the neighborhood she moved in was predominant Caucasian. And like we said, these communities that we are growing up in, that these kids growing up, they don't go outside to play with each other. Neighbors don't talk to each other. So
No.
the community atmosphere is gone. The community atmosphere is gone. What's up the word? Respect. That kid, I know when you grew up, you couldn't go down the street do nothing wrong, could you? I know I couldn't.
Well, I cut in the times that I did go out, but when when I grew up, my mom was very strict. To be honest, my mom was very strict when I was younger. But it's like whatever happened to, and I get what you're saying. Yes, you couldn't go out. You couldn't just do anything. You had more pride in yourself. You didn't want to get caught doing anything. You didn't want to have that light on you like that either. You understand? So you didn't want to get caught doing anything by anyone at that time. You know they was gonna go tell. If they was gonna tell, they goes to chastise you themselves. And if you get
Yep.
disrespectful, they taking you to your parents. And then your parents, if they tell your parents you was disrespectful, your parents is gonna tear you
Or
up.
took you
And
down.
then you be lucky if she
And your
don't tell
parents
you
tell
that
you,
Miss Mary.
go ahead, kid.
Uh-huh. And you be lucky if your parents don't tell you, let Miss Mary whoop your butt too.
And think about it. It was all about do not disrespect our family name when we go out. You have respect for the family name and the family. Because you already know, back in there, you go out to the store with your mom, your dad, or your uncle, whoever you went, or whatever you went, you better not act up because you got it when you got there. You got it where you was at. And let's talk about these adult that goes through the colorism thing. You got these darker skin, some of these darker skin mad at the lighter skin cause and the lighter skin back and dark skin think they
Well,
especially the lighter
honestly, the
skin think
truth.
they better than some lighter skin than the darker skin.
honestly, the truth is not the darkest skin. They always say dark people are excuse me, I got the hiccup. Angry with lighter skin. Now it's the other way around. It's actually the light skinned people that look down upon the lighter skinned people, which goes back to it's like it has to be broken. That generational fear and generational hate, it has to be broken. It has to be broken because even within the family, there's colorism. It's not just outside; it's in the house too. When the lighter sibling is always calling you that, oh, shut up, your black ass. Excuse my French. I didn't mean to curse on your thing. Hello? We still here? I'm sorry because my thing sounded like it went out.
I had somebody
But
show too.
you know what I mean? It's like it's within everywhere. That colorism is everywhere. Sometimes it start in your house to make you feel inferior because you're darker. Sometimes the parent even say it. Like they don't think that they're putting the person down, but you know, they might just, like I said, that saying, oh, shut up with your black ass. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and then it's like you don't know what that kid is feeling like, especially if their sibling is lighter, and y'all always saying that to that person, to that child, to that person. Period. It could be an adult, it could be a teenager,
Yeah.
but hearing it for so long makes you start to think, okay, well, maybe my darker skin is something wrong with it. You know what I mean? Why they always saying something about my color or anything like that. But to me, I think the darker you are, the richer you are. To be honest, that's the most beautiful skin that like we have something in us, period, that they want in our brains. We have something they want, period. That's why they take us and dissect us. We are the we if we as a nation, and I say we as a nation, you know, forget the races and everything. We as human, if we as human race, human race, because that's what we are at the end of the day. When you rip everything off, we're all human. It don't matter green, brown, yellow, orange. We're all human. When you peel this shell that they put on us to carry and clothe us, because the skin is a shell, it's clothing. When you peel that off, what are we? All skeletons, right? Before we get to the skeleton, our flesh.
Y'all bleed the same color
our
blood.
flesh is what? The same thing. Then when you get down to the skeletorial part of it, what are we? Skin and bones, right? Every last one of us. Skin and bones. The structure may be different. The structure. Grand Rising, the word. Grand Rising to my sister. My sister just stepped in the building. Grand Rising. Grand Rising to the word. Grand Rising, salute to the chat. Salute to D-Truth. Salute to D-Truth for letting me, you know, come in and bless his panel, because, you know, I don't visit you much. I caught you today, you know. But, you know, when we break it down, when we really break it down to the human race, like, at the end of the day, you know, they already instilled in our brain to hate each other and everything. But when everybody sit back and really break the human race down, human. Like, this shit is crazy. It's crazy.
She said she been here, Kitty. She said
I can't with you, sis. I can't with you. I just got here, sis. I don't know.
But it's like that when you broke that down, and also what people of the human race fail to realize. Let me cut myself. Let me go cut another person. Let me go cut another person. What color the blood gonna be? We all gonna bleed the same color. Crimson red. So it only thing different is our mindset, the way we think. See, people want to give colorism and all this other stuff a different thing, and they want to blame where you come from, economic background, property, and all that BS. Anybody can do anything they want to do. They just got to put their mind to it. Some of us as humans are lazy. I'm talking about everybody. Some of us are lazy. They do not want to put in the work. I guarantee you, if we had our sister E. James, the queen up here, and we asked her about how she got her business, it wasn't hard. It wasn't easy. Because
There's
guess what?
nothing easy
We
in
are
life.
as human, we'll failure. We are no. Because guess what? If you don't fail, how you gonna succeed?
It's actually not a failure. That's what's wrong. We keep looking at that's the fear, I think, in everybody. They're thinking about, oh, I might fail. It's not a failure if you got
You know what
up
I'm
and
saying?
at least did it. It's a learning process. You learn
Yeah.
what to do the next time you try it again. It's not a failure because you did it. You did it. You got the strength up to do it. So it's not a failure. It didn't work. Maybe somewhere along the line you didn't, something didn't wasn't done right. Maybe you didn't pay attention. Something. It's a learning process. I don't think it's a failure. My opinion. I don't think it's a failure. I think that was a learning process for the individual in anything in life that you tried. That's a
Yeah.
fact, sis. We are all
And
spiritual beings.
yep, we are. And um, I ain't gonna say I love everybody, but I love people that think that keep telling what I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna show for inspirational morning show to give people inspirational message to go do they go by their day. Because some people whoever listen to it see replay might be down on themselves. To lift them up. You know what I'm saying? And this right here, the question is colorism self-hate?
It could be.
Is that
It can be
something that
sometimes.
inside of yeah?
I think
Though I
it
said
could.
sometimes we gotta meditate. Go ahead.
Mm. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Go ahead, Kitty. I cut
No,
you
I'm
off.
listening. You say so. No, you didn't. You didn't at all. I said, that's true. Meditate. It's hard to. You gotta definitely. You gotta. I think you gotta. You gotta definition yourself. You gotta mentally get into yourself for people to do that because meditation is a lot. You have to block everything out. But that's true. Meditation can work for some people if they can tap into themselves that deep.
You're right. Yeah. And I played and I listened to this Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. People that don't like themselves, don't like their skin tone, don't whatever they don't like about themselves, they gotta look in the mirror and see why this is going on. And get to that point of why we gotta self-evaluate each and every day. Because kid, have you ever seen somebody walking down the street mad? Look like they got the maddest special and they
Every
look at
day
you
in
and
New York
give you
City.
that snap. Down here too. And you smile on your face. They mad at you because you got a smile on your face. It's like they don't know what's wrong with themselves. See, if we don't take a look at ourselves, that's why the colorism is going on because people not themselves. They got, like we said, they got to lower themselves first because they want to fit in. You know what fit in get you, don't you? When you try to fit in with a crowd, sometimes it get you in trouble.
And life already showed you can't fit in everywhere. Nothing fits in everywhere. That's why you have to find the right size shoe, the right size clothing, everything. Everything's not for everyone and everything is not for you. You have to find what's for you. And like you
Is
said, D Truth. It starts with self. It starts with loving yourself.
Oh,
It starts with loving yourself. If you don't love
what's
yourself,
up,
you
Big Trey?
cannot give love to anyone. Salute, salute. Big Trey's just stepped in the
Hey,
building.
hey, what's
Salute.
up, D Truth? Hey, Kitty.
Grand Rising D Truth on this Sabbath morning.
Yes, that's it. I'm here. I'm here. I
Yeah, the
just
sister's in
came
the
in.
chat.
So,
I don't know if she's gonna bless us with her presence, and we can have two males, two women on the chat, and we can have
Oh,
our
that Big
meeting of the
Trey just
minds.
popped in here for the night.
We can have the meeting of the minds. We know we can
Let's
get
get Big
down
Trey.
to. We know we
Go ahead.
have no problem getting down and dirty with the dirty people, but we also are very intellectual people too. But salute to you, Big Trey. It's good to see you this morning.
I appreciate that. I
You right
appreciate
about
that.
that.
Salute to you.
But yeah, like I was saying,
What's your
start
input,
with
Big Trey?
self. Yeah, what's your input?
Well, um, I was gonna catch up a little bit on it, but so far what I'm hearing, yeah, nothing. You can't find just anything just by reaching your arms to the sky. Some things you have to go through some things to learn so it can make you better. You know what I'm saying? Some things you have to go through in life to make you better. Some things just not meant for you to just grasp, and hold on to. Some things you have to grab it, fumble it, grab it back, keep it in line, get out of line, ups, downs, ins, outs. You know what I'm saying? Like some things in life you just have to sit down and you have to study it before you make your firm decision. Sometimes, as us as the people, sometimes we see something on the first sight and we get mesmerized by what we see off first sight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of walking by faith. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. So far, that's what I caught up to. Forgive me, y'all.
It's
Uh,
okay. It's
yeah,
okay.
you
I walked into trance.
and thing is, hey, but this is see, we short people. We got intellect. We got a mind. I'm not gonna go bleach my skin just to fit in with somebody else. I know on my skin. Like right now, I got a sinus. Y'all can tell I got a sinus cold right now. I ain't gonna take that for. I'm let it take a doggone course.
Yeah,
Let me-
that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. Can't take it for me, so you might as well just let
It's
me.
just like the Queen said. Respect the word Melody Johnson and one was in the house, and we do not know what's in the medicine. We do not know. We don't know what. We don't even know what's in the air, what side to breathe.
Mm.
And look at this weather. I know in New York, y'all don't have some crazy weather.
Oh, crazy's not the word. We done had summer in the
Kidding.
winter. We done yes. I'm right here. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, Kitty.
Yeah, we
All
can.
right, something must have happened to D Truth. Oh no, I was answering. I said, yeah, it's crazy out here. We could get up tomorrow and it's like 60 to about 65, 58. And then the next day, like within that same, by the nighttime, we hitting 20 degrees or wake up the next morning to 20 degrees. So that global warming is real. We dealing with it. We feel it out here. We feel it. We definitely feel it. We get summertime
See,
weather in the winter.
I
We
know
get
Big
spring
Trade.
weather.
Yeah, it's just like I know Big Trade is down here south too. It's like it was really last 2 days. It was cold. It rained yesterday. Then also the sun came out.
Wait,
And
was it so that
then
had snow,
it
D
don't
Truth?
help. Pollen comes. No, that was Southern California.
Yeah, but now out here it been kind of actually kind of hot out here. So every once in a while a sharp air come through, but it really been kind of hot. Like we got our summer early. Our summer is happening right now.
Oh wow. Where you at in the dirty
I'm see
South?
what,
The dirty,
hold on, I'm gonna see
dirty
what the tip at right
Trez?
now. Right, I think he stepped away for a minute. It's 53
No,
degrees.
I can hear you. I can hear
This
you.
what we talking about. See how she said you in the dirty South.
Yeah, not the dirty. I just say I'm right at the door. Just say I'm at the door of the South. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina
Okay.
really,
Oh,
North
you in the
Carolina,
north. You in the north. Okay.
North, yeah. I'm from North.
Okay.
We really the only part of the South we really consider is South Carolina. Like we don't like anything under South Carolina. We don't really consider it like. But everywhere else in the South consider each other, like from
Got you.
Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, places like that. They all consider each other as a southbound family. But we don't
Okay.
accept shit but South Carolina because that's our twin state.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
got
Melly
people in
Johnson
north. I
said
got
it's been
people in
snowing
north and
in
in south.
Minnesota for 3 days.
That's crazy. 3 days. I think I fucking be miserable.
Yeah,
Ooh, let
but
me
like you
etiquette.
said, but colorism is all around the world. It happened in every ethnic and national, more so in ours than any others.
Right.
And and we got to try to bridge that somehow to make them see the love they got to have for themselves.
Well, love only
I
works
take
if
self
you love yourself.
evaluation.
Yeah, but love only works if you love yourself. How can you love someone if you don't even love yourself?
That's a fact.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, though I've been saying all week. You gotta love
Yeah,
yourself. That's why
yeah.
I told my chat and whoever watched the replay, watched it live. I said, wrap your arm around yourself and tell you love yourself. You gotta
That's a
tell yourself
fact.
to love
That's a
yourself.
fact.
Cause guess what?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna tell you love them, love you, be they're gonna want you they're gonna want you to do one thing, two things, three things, or want you to do something for them. You're gonna find out they really don't love you. That's why you gotta love yourself. That's why some of these men and women get caught up in these relationships that get them in trouble.
I mean,
And
I mean, but
that's why some of these
I also know that too much self-centered love will make you selfish too. Like you can love yourself to the point where you don't see nothing but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of self-centered shit like that can happen
oh yeah,
in that transition. It's all in the human mind and what your heart is. I don't think it got nothing to do with what your actions was or what you used to be and what you could be and what you got to be. I think it's more about what your heart is. Because, like I said, I know some people who can get money and they'll be calm, cool, and collect. Then I know people who get money and act brand new on you. Then I know people that will lose everything and be cool about it. Then I know people that will lose everything and take everybody out in the house. You know what I'm saying? So like it you know, too much self love can cause damage around the people that you love. You know what I'm saying? Where you think that you was loving. You know what I'm saying? You too stuck on yourself to see that you wasn't ready to love other
yeah,
people. And people been seeing the signs, but they loved you for who you was, so they never bothered to even push that issue. You know what I'm saying?
you're right about that. You're right about that. Respect cosmetology based up in the house. And that to build on what you just said, Trey, that self-love, it is a double-edged sword. You got to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? It can't be too high on yourself. Because you got some people that get up that high, very high themselves, and look down on people. And
That's a fact.
that sometimes that's worse than colorism. That worse than colorism. And as a community, why would I want to look down on you and we both try all to, but we all got different ways to get in there. But we all wind up at the same point with different ways. But that's why I say, you got to love yourself, but you also got to meditate.
Well, we learned a valuable, and we learned a valuable lesson as kids. Like, we learned, this is one of the best values that I learned as a child. You know what I'm saying? As a child, I learned, a foot race, a regular foot race is just a foot race, where you got your athletic people who know how to keep themselves under the composure of running from one zone to the next one. My favorite story is the rabbit and the hare. I'm on the turtle and the rabbit. That's my favorite part of the of fairy tales. Like, out of all fairy tales, because I've learned to see that fairy tale play out more better in life than anything. The hare start running. The hare know he can beat the turtle. He go everywhere that the turtle can't go as quick as the turtle could go. But at the end, the turtle end up still winning the race. That's magic. That was a little inspiration that stayed with me to keep me solid who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned, even though a person could be faster, you take off more quicker than you still might be the person that walked across the finish line first. You see what I'm saying? Even though you took off last, but you end up getting across the finish line first. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with that, that's my attitude. That's my attitude with people. Okay, I see people. They outrun me. They beat me by 3, 4, 6 quarters of a mile. You know what I'm saying? They beating me. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing this race miserably. But when I pick up the pace and I figure out if I could just keep this road straight instead of going this way, that way, up, down, I could just run straight. And if I could just get across that light, by the time he come from back down that street, I'll be pretty much good. So when he coming down the street, he see me going across the finish line. But he started before I did. That is the mentality that the people have to have. You have to have that type of mentality, a non-giving up mentality. And what that means is why the reason why I brought that up, because sometimes self love can give you too much confidence. See, that rabbit thought he was more confident than that fucking turtle. Nobody never thought that the turtle was going to win the race. Everybody thought the hare was going to win the race. From the first time the teacher read you the book, you just knew that this rabbit was going to win this race. But come to find out, the rabbit got embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some people that got that colorism mind that think like the hair is just arrogance. Is the word I'm looking for, arrogance.
Ego. Arrogance.
Like I
Ego.
said, too much. Hey, yeah, too much of anything is unhealthy.
I can
Too
believe
much
that.
of self-love is unhealthy because you can't think you better than it. Because you make yourself look arrogant in front of everybody else, and you think people look at you like, man, or she's stuck up.
I can believe
But
that.
you try to be
I
a
can
better.
go for that.
But how you gonna be a better person if you're stuck up?
That's a fact. Too much of anything is never good for you. It could be the best thing. It could be something that's actually good for you. You know what I mean? But too much of it can become toxic. No good.
And then at that point, you would think After that foot fails you, you would think like, well, what do that put the human mind at? After you put all that arrogancy, all that into that, and you still end up losing out. It ain't even such as the race; it's just losing out. Period. That is the race. With us anyway, it wasn't about 2 feet running against the ground. It was about a principality story that could actually stick with us from kids to adults. And when I was a child, I couldn't see that. But now that I'm an adult, I can see a lot of shit that I couldn't see when I was a kid. I'm just gonna be real about it. A lot of the fucking nursery rhymes start to make sense. Hickory dickory dock, mouse ran up the car. I used to wonder what the fuck that meant, but once you put your mind into some shit and actually like put some effort behind that thinking, you make it come up with some shit that'll shock you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of love that I want for my next fellow comrades. I want them to feel the same way I feel. Hey, look, man, we got this idea. What is the idea? Man, we got this. We want to take off with this, and we want to. The love that I have for you, not for myself, but for you. Hell yeah, we finna push the shit out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like for the love that I have for you, you say, hey, look, man, uh, I got a $5,000 plan that's guaranteed to get me and you $2,500 a week. We can guarantee you money, nothing on the board. Okay, let's look at it. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that makes sense. How did this come along? Blah 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 blah. I push it. I'm with you.
Yep. You're right about that.
Because if I'm standing right beside you as we doing the foot race, we gonna cross the finish line together.
And
But if one man think to take
man,
off and the other man think to go other places, somebody gonna finish and somebody ain't.
because I look like this, I don't care what your skin tone is. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
If
don't. That's the part I don't
if
care
say
about.
if you can't, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't care. I
That's
don't.
exactly what I'm talking about. Because
I really
what
don't.
do
I really don't like the skin. I don't really like the skin tone race activism because that's not the real message in the world. That shit is not paying none of the bills. That shit is not putting us now one us in the limelight. They doing nothing but turning us against each other. You know what I'm saying? For the people who got that mind, let them go in a bucket of their own so they can sit in the room and pull each other down like crabs. You know what I'm saying? They can get in that bucket and pull each other down like crabs. We the ones that made it out the bucket. So we need to be trying to think how to get back to the beach, to the sea, where we can repopulate, reproduce, and go back to a habitat that rightfully belong to us. You see what I'm saying?
yep.
We weren't born in a
I
bucket.
think yeah, I think Kitty said it earlier. Constantine Bay just said it. Color is like most other problems in the American black community product of slavery. Kitty said it earlier. It's the direct product of slavery. The light skin in the house, the brown skin people outside,
Yeah,
and we got to stop that in our
yeah,
community.
yeah. Well,
And we got to
it's
stop
almost
looking
like
at.
it's almost like the foot
Go ahead,
race,
Big
man.
Trey.
Like I tell you, man, you can run beside someone. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you got to keep stopping and try to get water and keep grabbing the towel to wipe your face because a little sweat got in your eyes, and you have to quit because your left foot been hurting because you didn't get the proper rest to train for this race. You just jumped right into some shit you didn't properly train for or nothing like it. Uh, I mean, it just to me, it's just like sometimes you can put too much sauce in your own cooking, man. And you can put too much sauce in your own cooking. Your shit, you might be a great cook, but due to the fact that you're not careful with the seasons because you thinking they got you brainwashed to believe dump a lot of seasoning in shit just so you can get this certain flavor. But really, if you balance certain seasons out, you will get the same flavor and you use less of the amount of the seasons that it contained from that last person that used the seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like with this game, you just got to put shit together. I mean, you just really got to put shit together. I blame society, European beauty standards, and the media. In most shows, the taken black girl is used someone that looks like Zendaya, and um, who the fuck is these people? I ain't never heard of these people.
Yeah. But I know what he's saying. Yeah, take a look at it. It's just, and I want you to come in warm perspective too. It's think about it. Think about all the images you see on social media. See what I'm saying? It's not like it's a mixture of skin tone in social media or in the TVs and movies. Saying this how society puts an image out there. You see what I'm saying? The lighter skinned woman, man, they more forefront than the brown skinned man or woman. You feel what I'm saying, Trey?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we just we all the human beings. Listen to me, man. We all the human beings that live in this world. We are the human beings that live in this world. You know what I'm saying? When we was born, we wasn't born with no sense of direction, meaning that God didn't give us no natural sense of direction. Meaning that when you come out as a child, you're not naturally racist. You're not naturally skin color acceptable. You're not naturally mean. You're not naturally none of that. When you come to this world, you are full of joy. You are innocent to the world. You don't have no, you know what I'm saying? Like where you got that type of scratch on your life, you is in control of your own destiny. You know what I'm saying? When you are born, they don't. When you are born, you don't go through no machine, and the machine stamp you and it says, "Oh, you baby, such and such and such. You scheduled to be delivered." It's only one person that is in control of that. There's only one person that's in control of all of that. This earthly shit, we must stop getting it confused with heavenly shit. Heavenly shit, spiritual shit, and earthly shit is two different things. You have for years and years and years and years where earthly beings try to match up to the godly and the spiritual beings. This is the problem. We got to learn how to stay in our place. And the places is we as a human being need to stop waking up in the morning, stop looking at our fellow comrades because they have a paler skin than we do, or they have more pigment in their skin than we do, or they have more soliotonin in their skin and shit like that. We must wake up and look at each other like this is my co-host. This is my comrade. This is my supporter. This is the person that's helping me build my brand, and we all and vice versa. We help building his brand. We help him build her brand, their brand. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's supposed to become. When you wake up in the morning and you feel like you got more money than the next person, and you gonna talk a certain type of way to people. And the people who don't have the money, they not gonna understand that. They gonna be looking like, where did the separation go? Cause it was just all good, you know. Da, 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 da. Now it's looking like, oh man, am I in place? Am I fitting in? And am I, you know what I'm saying? So the people go do the extra shit to try to keep up. But really, it is a thing that they just looking at the next conrad and how they in their behavior, and their behavior is becoming obsessive with certain situations and how it plays out. When you're looking at your
Yep.
comrade, you're supposed to build your comrade as much as you build yourself.
Yep. Hey, Kitty, I want you to take a stab at this comment Cosmopolitan Bay put up. Give me your input on it.
Give me 1 second. I didn't see you. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't see the chat. Black women are constantly being disrespected by people from their own race. That's a fact. That goes back to what I was saying. It starts within us. Colorism starts within us. That's a fact. That's a fact. You see it in all the. You see it basically in
Yeah.
rap in the hip hop community. You see it in the athletic community. You see it everywhere. They get a little bit of money. They forget about us. We're too dark. They go out there and they get a lighter skin. Whether it be a different race or anything, it is, it's still a lighter skin. Even in your community, let's not even take it there with upper. Let's just stay within the community. Even within your community, you see the guys go for the lighter skinned girl or the another race that is lighter and paler than us. You see our own kind calling us. I'm not sure. Is it okay to say some, or I could just use the, you know, you see our own kind calling us, oh, you black B, the black B word, or you know what I mean? Get out of here, you black ass, or so cosmology big hit a
Mm-hmm.
point that was very, yes, I do agree with that. I do. We get put
Mm-hmm.
down by our own people more than we do anybody else. So how do we expect anyone else to respect us if we put our own selves down? If we don't value our own culture and our own race and our own skin? If we don't value if we're not prideful of our own skin, we can't expect anyone else to be prideful for us. It starts within us. We black men tear their
Mm-mm.
own black women down and don't understand why some
Mm-hmm.
of them become so strong and so defensive. We get torn down by our own people. The same way the black man don't
Yeah.
have a chance in this world is the same way the black woman don't have a chance with our own people. Every day this is
You're right.
happening.
And I'm gonna tell you, yeah, every day. And what people fail to realize, when kids are born, when children grow up, they outside playing, they don't see no skin tone. All they see is another kid to play with.
Come up, sis. Kids don't know about that.
See,
Let me see.
I the
You're not a born racist. I don't believe you're born a racist. I believe you're bred into being a racist. Period. Kids grow up. They don't know about color. They playing with everybody.
the
They don't
the way I,
see. They don't see that. Because if you want to really break it down to
mm-hmm,
like if you want to break it down to preschool's attention, if you want to break it down to preschoolers to their kind of mentality, let's break it down. When the kids is little, you're teaching them colors. They don't know colors. They don't know
Hey,
you're
listen,
black and
my
you're
woman.
white, huh?
Kitty, I don't mean to cut you off. Listen, girl, I love you. Listen, I'm telling you, a wise man told me, you know, if you take two babies, a black baby, right? Listen, if you take two babies at the park, and I'm gonna give you back the floor because you doing so great. Uh, you take two babies, you put them inside of a sandbox. You take a white baby, you take a black baby, and just say you have a park bench out there where two parents sit up there, which is the mothers. Who who you think will start the race riot first? Do you think the
mm,
mothers will start it, or do you think the children will start it?
I think the parents.
And that's where they
I
learn
think the
from.
parent, and you know what it is. This that what you're saying has been
mm-hmm.
done. It's been on YouTube. It's been on a lot of social media. It has been done because the colorism thing is not is a subject that. Thank you, sis. I wish you could join us, and I know you have a lot to do. You got a lot going on right now. I guess we're gonna catch up with each other. I guess if you have a show going on, but I do know my sister's running around. That's probably why she can't bless us with her presence and her beautiful knowledge. But
Yeah.
he's right, and they have been doing researches of that stature. It's been on a lot of social media platforms where they place two different race of children, and you watch the children play with each other, hug each other, and don't know anything. So that's how we know systematically And internally, it is bred. You're bred to be a racist. You don't just become a racist when you're born. You don't just get up and say, "Oh, I don't like that color," because kids don't know color.
They don't.
Kids is kids. All they
And
see is another little kid around them, and they want to play.
they don't know colorism.
All they know
No,
is another little kid over there, and they want to play. But once they've been taught that, that's what they're gonna become. Once it's been taught to them, like, no, no. If you're telling them no, that's how you teach your kid, right? Stop. No. Stop. No. You can't do that. No. Once you start doing that, you're instilling the racism in them. They wasn't just born with it.
right.
No,
Right.
with anything.
Country run by white men and
Right.
Everything that we do
Right.
is learned.
You're right, cosmology. You're right. You're right. This is why I said this country was built on the back of what?
Come on up here.
Huh? What you said,
I said,
True?
Calvin Tyler Bay typing all this stuff in the chat. He need to come on up here.
My sister ain't here. I'm gonna be
Tyler Bay
outnumbered now. Let me
typing in the
stop.
chat. He need to come
I
on
can
up
hold
here.
my own. My sis have faith in me to
Well,
hold
you
my
know,
own.
listen,
I'm gonna
you
be
know, I didn't come,
outnumbered. My sis ain't here.
hey, I didn't come up here to take the male side or the female side. I got your back
No,
here.
no, no. I'm being funny, Trez. I'm being funny. This is an open
Oh yeah, I'm
intellectual
about to
panel.
I
There's no
came as a
sides.
mutual hand.
No, I gotta add humor to everything we do. You know the narratives. You
Yes,
know how
ma'am.
these people are. We're having meeting
I
of the
got it.
minds. We're
I
having
got it.
intellectual bills. There's no side here. That's the problem. There's no side. This is why I broke it down to human race. Forget color. Forget everything. You said, you did say you just stepped in. So I did break that down earlier. Let's forget about race, religion. Let's forget all that. Let's break it down to human race. I broke it all the way down because when you take the skin off, you take like my sister said, we're all spiritual beings. You know what I mean? When you break it down to you take strip all that away. Color, nationality, race. When you strip all that away, what are you? A human being, right?
Just a human being. You're just a
A
body
human
with
being,
blood.
a
Yeah.
spiritual being. Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I'm saying. That's why in the beginning I said let's take all of that away. I was just being funny, Trez. There's no division here. That's what they wanted to
Check
be.
it out, right? And listen, check it out, right? And I did another study, right? If you know the people who have albino kids, right? I
Right.
don't care what race you is. When your child come out albino, it's the same color, right? That
Yes.
should be the biggest lesson of it all. When you see a white man walking down the street with an albino child, and then you will see a black couple that walk down the street with an albino child, they can actually go for brothers and sisters. Beings.
Right. Right. You know what's so crazy and what's so magical about us? We like this is what I try to tell people. This is why they breaking us mentally. This is why they take they making sure they broke it down back then and try to instill us in. It's for us to break that shit. You know why we're so magical? Like, why are we the only being that can create any color child we want?
Yeah, we can.
We can
And that's a
create
fact.
another human being of any stature. You understand me? We don't have to have a mixture of someone else. Like, we don't have to lay with a light skinned person to have a light skinned baby. Two
No,
purple niggas can have, two purple brothers and sisters can have like you said, the albino child.
yeah, yeah,
Like you
yeah,
said, the albino child. I can have a baby right now. My baby is dark skinned with blonde hair. I can have a baby right now. My baby is light skinned with blonde hair.
yeah.
We are magical. This is what our race needs to figure out, like why they want to condemn us and diminish us so bad. It has to be a reason.
Because
Instead of us, 1 second, Trey, so I don't forget that thought. Because it's got to be a reason. Instead of us looking at the hate that they put in us and keep hating each other, look at the reason why they want us to tear each other up, why they don't want us to get together. Because let me break it down to you. Whether you Jamaican, whether you whatever West Indian being, whether you from the Santo Domingo, Cuba, whatever. Because in Santo Domingo, in Cuba, in Panama, in Honduras, We have the most darkest, richest, darkest skinned people there is. So that tells you something. You understand what I'm saying? That tells you that we're all one. But they
I,
wanted to divide us. They want to
I'm a,
divide us.
I'm a break down a little bit of your story because I've seen a lot of feuds on Facebook about this, about who's the original Africans and who's the original descendants of America. Nobody's not an original descendant of America. Like nobody. We got a lot of feedback. Yeah, you know, as the people, we're not the original people of this country. No one is. You know what I'm saying? Not even them. This place wasn't even once upon a time. This place wasn't even a runnable place. This was full of animals and stray shit. Like it was just almost like an
That's a
oversized.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? We all have some type of Indian, which is original Asian. We all have some Jamaican island, Caribbean, which is original Africans. They are the original Africans. When they was coming off, and a lot of people they was throwing over the water. Like they was making certain people to be thrown out of water. You had to be a certain size, a certain height, a certain age, and you had to have good health. If you didn't, they was throwing you overboard. You know what I'm saying? Some people were stranded in the middle of the sea and found a place called a island. It was like little islands, which you would get the Venezuelans, you would get the Cubas, you would get these was original African descent. You can go back and Google this, by the way, if y'all think this is all bullshit. You actually can go back and research this. A lot of them Africans we talking about that made it to America, half of them jumped off the ship to make Cuba and places like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually was jumping off the ship. They were making them jump off the ship. And some of them like, before we become prisoners of you, we gonna jump off the ship. And they jumped off that motherfucker with good health and everything. You know what I'm saying? Probably was the perfect slave, but they jumped off. And a lot of them was doing it at that time. That's why at that time they had started demonetizing slavery. Now when they was getting the slaves, you seen the Kunta Kinte ships when they was shackled down to the bed. They was hand restrained to the bed. They was allowed to come out. They was dying down there and everything by the thousands. Because at one point in time, they was just chained up there to the top. They had to ride up there at the top and they was in cages and shit. Until the motherfuckers got smart and started dumping over the ship. Then they start locking them at the bottom. Then that's when they started locking them down there at the bottom at the Kunta Kinte styles. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the descendants done jumped off and went to Cuba and places like that and start building families. Why you think you can go to Cuba, you can go to Jamaica, you can go anywhere that's in the island or anywhere across seas and you can find a dark-skinned person and that is a national fact.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. That's a fact.
That shit.
That's a fact. They dropping some very good jewels in the chat, Papa and Cosmology Bay. Absolutely. Absolutely. We as a people, yes. Yes, Cosmology Bay. That's a fact.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
bless us
but
with your knowledge, sir.
what happened?
No, I was talking to the chat real quick because they dropping some good jewels in there, especially Cosmology Bay.
Yeah, they was throwing half of them
Papa said
Africans,
something too.
half of them Africans and Indian Native American Indians was Indians that came from a real tribe from India. You see what I'm saying? The original Asian country. The original Asian country was India, Tokyo, places like Beijing. That's the original Indian people. They are the original Asian Indian people. You know what I'm saying? They are the originator of that continent. You know what I'm saying? So more on my side, I'm a Native American. My mom was a real Native American. You know what I'm saying? We came off the tribe of Cherokee. We are real Native Americans. So we are original Asian people. We're not original black people. But however, my father came through with his little genetics and shit like that, and he's a real black man. So I got a little black in me too. I got a little nigga in me now. You know what I'm saying? I got a little nigga in me now. So like this is where we got to stop doing this racial divide and shit too, because we all the same people.
That's a
We can't
fact.
be the same continent. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't like they say some of the West Indians and shit like that. They if they would have made it to America, they would have been Native Americans too. The only reason why the Indians over here look like that because the white people won't just messing with the black people. They was fucking them Indians too. That's how you got what I'm looking like. You know what I'm saying? The pointy nose, the slant eyelids. So now that I'm learning, because I was traveling with my bro AP, shout out to my bro AP. I was traveling with AP. I went to another part in North Carolina. They got Indians out there with the dark eyes, look like raccoons. Shit fucked me up. Walked in there, I'm looking at these people like ghosts. I'm like, it scared me so bad because I've never seen Indians like this. But they were the same fucking Indians and I was. It was just another tribe. I'm looking at these fucking people. AP talking about chill, bro. You finna get fucked up here.
But
Nah, they can't tell me that I'm an Indian just like they is. I'm fucked up. I can't believe what I'm looking at.
like I said, I did a show. I did a show. I forgot it was, and
Hold me
what
down,
I'm
hold me down, hold me down.
going to say gonna make a whole lot of people mad, especially other nationality. And I said that we all came from one mother. One mother. It's all started from one people. So in nationality, somewhere like I know that made some people mad. You know you know what people because they don't want to believe that. Let me get Kitty let me get opinion on that what I just said.
What you said, D True?
I said I did a show and I said that we all are related to another way down the line.
Yeah, way down the line. Right.
No matter
Right.
what ethnic background, skin.
That's why
And I
when
said I'm gonna make somebody mad.
that's why I don't let the Spanish people do that, try to do that racial divide and shit. I tell them Spanish people quick, y'all the same thing. Y'all French Creole, buddy. Y'all come off an island just like each other do. Y'all all French Creole. And some part of y'all got French in y'all blood, and some of y'all got Creole in y'all blood. But it all equal up to the same shit. Just like the Hebrews and the Israelites and the Hebrews, it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They try to equal racial divide Hebrews from Israelites. No, y'all the same shit. Y'all just a new translation of it. It's like y'all the new translation. Y'all the new translation to the organization. Don't try to separate the people. Y'all the new translation of the people. So you got two different types of Africans. You have your Africans with the long hair, then you got your Africans with the round head. But they really the same descendants, but in certain beliefs grow different. This is where our ancestors bred this into us, where we have these different beliefs. We didn't just grow born with this shit, and crazy as it sounds, we didn't just come into this world off of accident. We coming off our people descendants. That's why they know how to charge and track us and do all this shit. They know this shit. This is shit they don't want y'all to know though. They already know this shit. We are already living off of the shit that
Yeah,
our people
yeah,
do. What our people do. We see as the children, we are taught and bred, but then there's some shit that's stuck in us as natural abilities. Have you noticed that you pay attention to yourself as a kid that certain things you did that your mother and father never had to teach you, and you wondered to yourself, how the fuck did I do that? I'm pretty sure I'm 32 years old.
Let
That
me go ahead
happened to
and
me
get
over 6
straight
times.
to Quinn
I'm pretty, I'm pretty sure
Emerson
that happened to me quite a couple.
and our sister house. It okay. Mania don't came in the house. Quinn Emerson, respect. Well, Kitty, what's your perspective on that?
I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I had a phone call.
Okay, but but hey Trey, they don't want to hear. We know that, but the people don't want to hear that. That's what they don't want to see. That's
Now
why I
they,
tell people go do the research
that's why a
to find
motherfucker
out
like
this
me is here.
stuff.
That's why a motherfucker like me is here. I'm gonna break all that shit up. Like I'm gonna break that shit up. Just because you a certain type of person don't make you outpower the next person. Because that's the first mistake in life. The first mistake of life is to try to contrary whatever you think how life's supposed to run. If it was all about you, then everything will be created by your hands. It wasn't created by your hands, so stop thinking everything run by you. You have to have a value about certain things. And the certain things that you have to have is outlets, strategy bubbles, shit like that. How you gonna get over this situation? What situation does this come with? That not trying to sit here and figure out if you're a race or you're like we got that it's a lot of shit we got to cut out, man. You know what I'm saying? We start to eliminate the fake, putting it with the real with the fake. You see, y'all people doing a good job with that. Separating the real from the fake. We got that out. We even pushing that to the side now, because we already know what it is. True. Now, let's get down to this business. This business is we all the same motherfucking people. Just like the was Native Americans, we just was in America longer because we were the first slaves. You know what I'm saying? We were the Africans wasn't the first slaves. The natives was. The natives was the first slaves over here. And actually they had white people on the slave trade too. We was trading the white people too. Like, like we was trading them motherfuckers. And guess what? They was accepted. That trailer park trash shit y'all talk about back in slavery days, we had a bunch of them motherfuckers on the fucking plantation picking cotton. He wasn't on no horse telling no nigger or Indian what to do. You know what I'm saying? He was in the field working just like a nigger was. So all this space and dividing and conquering shit, the shit that I put on my little 24s and my little quick drips and my shorts and stuff, it's a message in that shit. But people hear the song and try to put the picture with the song and to come up with their own perspective. But I've given you the truth of what it really is. And when I start, like when I grab my other monetaries, I'm gonna start putting up these documents where you can read them for yourself. You gonna start reading some documents for yourself. And y'all niggas gonna be like, what in the fuck is going on here? There was actually a fair amount, I say, from the Carolina region to the Florida regions, there was a great amount of white slaves that you would never hear about. Because white people don't glorify that.
Yep. Mm. And another thing they don't glorify. That was better than slave owners. They don't want to tell that part. They don't want to tell that part. Notice that, don't you, Trey? They don't want to tell that part.
No, I mean, when it comes to when it comes to slave trades of America, everybody descendant was a slave. Everybody, except the
Mm-hmm.
100% Europeans. It's almost like I'm gonna tell you what it is. Listen, if you know the Italian story, right? You know the Italian story. You could become a boss. You could become an underboss.
Mm-hmm.
you can become everything but a made man. You have to be 100% Sicilian and Italian to become a made man, right? That's how the slave trade was. You had to be 100%
Mm-hmm.
European, white, to not guaranteed to see that field. All these states that's been named and shit like that, I'm gonna give y'all a fucking rude awakening. Even some of you uppity cities. Your city is named behind a Confederate white man. Not all states, most states. And you want to know the dead giveaway when you know you in one of these type of states? Commonwealth. Commonwealth is the Confederate law.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that. We in the middle of all the Commonwealth states, but
I want y'all to listen to
we
something.
the only state that sit in the middle that's not Commonwealth. We not Commonwealth. Georgia, some of Georgia, I think some of Georgia and Florida Commonwealth. I don't know how that shit roll, but I think
Yep.
Virginia like that, some shit like that. But I know in North Carolina we're not like that. But there's a lot of states that's Commonwealth, and we need to look up where this Commonwealth come
I
from.
want y'all to listen to something.
I guarantee the Confederacy come up with it. I
Listen to this
guarantee it.
right quick.
Georgia is on nice,
Hey Trey, listen to this right quick.
nice white men that own black people, according to him. Put up his picture full mass here. Named Barrington II, a former congressional candidate, Georgia District 5, the late John Lewis. He tweeted a thread defending slaveholders. Here are the tweets in question. Barrington wrote, "We hear about the horror of slavery, automatically assuming that all and sought to afflict their slaves with fear. But it's funny, we never hear about who led with slaves to be in the best mentally as well as physically. Why do you think? Let's put Mr. Barrington's picture back up. Sir, you would have made Christmas, and I'm not trying to besmirch whatever your goals may be, sir. If you would like to be a slave, go for it. If you would like to have a nice as your boss, that's your goal, that's your dream. Martin would cite a 20th century slavery narrative from a person born into enslavement in 1851 when describing his slaveholder, said, Mr. was a man of excellent reputation and character, was loved by all who knew him, black and white, especially harsh or cruel to any of his slaves, of which he had. Barrington Martin II says there's many accounts I advocating slavery, but simply showing our alternative perspectives that have been shared. Why is this?
Wait a minute. There's no such thing as alternative. There ain't no such thing as a good slave owner. What the hell? Where did that from? You see what I'm saying? It's people like that. Hold on. It's people like that give the wrong impression. That's not doing their research. And he ran for office in the state of Georgia. You see what I'm saying? If people
Yeah.
like that need our kids, respect the nation, they in the house that need our knowledge to be woken up. See, I look at this right. Ain't no such thing as good slave owners. There's those
Well,
such thing as bad people.
I
It's,
look at it like
go ahead.
I look at it like this, my brother. Here's the deal. Slavery is the least amount of the conversation, but it's the most important topic because people need to understand it. Uh, what I mean by it could be the less topic because that's not the biggest threat. The biggest threat is like and the people that understand their own nationality, they don't even really understand their own nationality. And if you ask most of them to speak something in their language, they probably couldn't even tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like you tell them speak a line in your language or tell me something that you know in your language and tell me what y'all do and shit like that. You have to get more acquainted into your own religion. You was more into the gang culture. You know what I'm saying? Like you put your life down for the gang culture. You put your life down for the streets. You put your life down for Uncle Sam. You put your life down to sacrifice for your family every day because not a choice, but a lot of us was forced to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a choice about it. It was a voice. And so like you got to understand where it come from. You know what I'm saying? Like where it come from is common. Everything is common. You know what I'm saying? The group meetings and shit like that. And the thing is about it, it wasn't about the game, the streets and all of that. It was way before then and way before the time. I remember the time where brothers didn't smoke cigarettes and didn't smoke weed and sleep off on their wives. They were going home every day. There was a place called Wall Street, Black Wall Street. It was torn down through an airstrike, nuke strike. Look at the Tuskegee experiment. Look at the black brothers who fought in the military and they was calling themselves the Red Tails. They was up there busting ass just for bombers to get on the other side to defeat a war for white men that was prejudices against them, that threw them in jail, had them POW for no reason. Like, if you do the story of the math, it's more than racist. It's fucked up. These people know what they're doing, and I'm here to put them in accountability if it takes my own life. Facts.
Yep. I'm, I'm gonna shout chicken channel God the brave Thug Life Man, respect to you, a GAS podcast, respect to you. Thanks for coming by, dropping by. You know that. And it's about what this topic had to do with colorism. Because we get it back to where it's from. See, people got to
I
start loving
mean,
this and stop worrying about what the other people is and start hating on that other especially all over the world.
man, hate only come from
It's
your
all about
past
what's in the
pain. When you so
like
easy
face like
accept
that.
listen, when you most easy accepted by hate, it's because you have a fucked up pain. If you most easily accepted by
Mm-hmm.
hate, like if you know hate is the first thing that come on your mind, like with hate, hate, hate. Think about the word hate. Think about the actions, the consequences of hate. Think about what does hate come from? What benefits from hate? What benefits from hate? Think about what benefits from hate.
Nothing.
What's more on top than anything, the most likely to bring us down? Hate is another key
Mm-hmm.
factor and something we have to sit to the side. And pride will somehow fit in the category with hate.
See, hey Trey,
Ultimate,
you know we hitting on something when the trolls start coming out, right?
right?
You know, no. See, the trolls like, oh, I'm not complaining. We educating off each other. We teaching. We learning from each other. We collaborating with each other. And I've already, Mars already was come over here. Hey, low down sitting there out the way like that. It's like they butt out of here. But we building over here. We learning. That's what they don't want us to do. See, this is a conversation they do not want us to have.
We tracking.
See,
It's
they
a
got
thing
one
with the
problem.
Marines. It's a thing with the Marines call it. It's a thing with the Marines call it. It's called we tracking. And once you keep your life in with tracking,
Yeah,
tracking meaning that everything that you gather, like intel, everything that you saw, it made sense. You put it together, and it's something that you just didn't put in your brain and put together. It made sense to you. It became a real life, you know, you tracking, you more own it. You see what it really is than what they was trying to give to you. You know what I'm saying? Now we tracking. We tracking. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bro, man. I can't think of his name.
yeah,
The famous YouTuber, man. He started that shit. But shout out to him, man. The Marine dude. Yeah, you know, it's a sense of that. So if you think about what he's saying, it's a sense of
yeah,
what he was saying. You know, we got to track every time we get on these topics. We got to go all the way around the board. We're gonna talk about the race. We got to talk about the ends. We got to talk about the outs. We got to talk about what that comes about everything. Okay, well, you telling me about your African descent and shit like that, but then where do your most of your African descent lead off to? No, we the original Africans. No, y'all not the original Africans. We all the original Africans and Asians in some kind of way. In some kind of way, we all the original Africans and Asians. So we a long ways from being the original white man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that off bat.
see, what they fail to realize. See, it's like this right here, Trey Kitty. They fail to realize that's a cause that affected our people, affected the human race. Cause if it wasn't affected, because it would be a cause. Because if you don't have action, you won't have no reaction. See, that what they feel like. I don't
I
care how
think,
much people
I think
say
that's
this
why I
and
suck
that,
at.
whatever. I'm still
I
gonna be
think that's
bringing the
why I
word, try
suck
to
at.
uplift our people.
I think that's why I suck at
That
right there.
uplift the human.
I think you just found my weakness. I think you just found my weakness. I think that's one of the arguments of today that I can't argue back with. But every action comes with a reaction, and they know how to act to me reacting. And I think I fall for that trick a little too easy. I think that's the track of the day. I need to start tracking on that. Go ahead, Detro.
Hey, kid, you want to get in here? Or are you still on the phone? She probably still on the
I'm
phone.
so sorry.
But
I got an important phone
you got
call.
to see, hey, bitch.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Okay, yeah, hey. Whenever you ready to hop in back in, hop back, go hop on back in.
I got you.
If you ready. Yeah, but
We good?
see,
We good?
Trey, you been on here before.
Huh?
You know how they trolls when they when the truth started. Hey, when the truth started coming out, when we started telling the truth about what life respect, about the about it, they don't like it. We for I guess we supposed be cussing each other out, calling each other out of each other. We supposed to be disrespecting Kitty and the women in the chat. No, it don't work that well. Us during
Yeah,
love each.
you in and out, D Truth.
Shout out to 20 East Nation. Shout out to Nile River. Shout out to Steakgate. Shout out to Bus Light. Shout out to everybody out there. I know I'm in and out. Internet fucking up.
Yeah, yeah,
Shout out to the truth.
yeah.
I'm not gonna stop talking about the truth. Stop inspiring the human race. Only way I
Well,
stop trying to inspire the human race and trying to lift us up is over my dead body.
let's
But
track.
guess what? If I die tomorrow, guess what? If I die tomorrow, guess what? Somebody's gonna pick a horse and run with. See, that's how I feel about the situation. This got to be seen. It got to be learned. People need this. There's some people down there I said don't have bad experiences that need that encouragement, that need our message. Say there's gonna be a better day ahead. What you got to say, Trey? Go ahead, take over. Or Kitty, one of y'all two.
Uh, Kitty, want to elaborate?
Go
She
ahead,
is.
Trey.
Uh, the thing is with the human race, man. Let's just cut everything out, man, and start over. We do this. We do this every 15, 20 years. Let's just cut everything off that we know. All the bullshit that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? It still means something to you. Then run with it. But cut everything off. Just cut everything off. Just
Mm-hmm.
everything, like everything off. Because the deeper you get into this, the harder it's gonna be. Is beginning for people to see. Some things you can get up here and explain a million times and they won't get it. But it would take for the day that you let it go. That's when they'll catch on.
Mm.
And then that almost make me feel like they've been new the whole time and just knew how to play with your intelligence. Uh, let's just start trashing that what we are, who the originators and my tribe. And like, if you ain't really in tune into your tribe, let's keep your tribe out of it. Like, if you really ain't in tune to that shit, let's just keep that shit separate from everything else.
Yeah, it's all about the mind. It's all about the mind and heart. The mind. I'm any foul, and guess what? I might come on just to have some fun. I might come on later to have some fun, but I thought Trey.
We'll say what?
I said any final thoughts.
Yeah.
Any final
No,
thoughts that you had about
yeah, but the most hellified thought is living and dying, and my children have to take on the same thoughts that I had to get over on. Like, that's where it becomes a concernable thing. Like, as a human being, you would never know where your life actually gonna go. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know where your life actually gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So your children have to carry on these same thoughts that you had to get over. The times may be different, shit may be working a little bit different, but it's gonna be the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Them getting out on their own. They have to learn what's real, what's fake, how to separate this, how to separate that. You know, because all you want to do is try to mold your child into being the best. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just that's the fear of it. You know what I'm saying? Your children have to carry on, and if you wondering if they good enough to actually do it on their own. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference when you teaching someone something and you think they learned it because they mastered. You think they mastered the skill because you seen them do it on their own a couple of times, but really they not. You know, I don't know if I'm really making any sense, but I don't know. That was just on my heart to say, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you made a whole lot of sense. Us at home, bottom line, teach your kid what you know, so they have that's what you said. You got to teach your kids
I mean, it don't matter what you teach your
because
kids, man.
more we learn, we got to teach.
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter what you teach your kids, man. If you ain't got a solid foundation to cover what you keep teaching your kids. See, back then they was open and shit was original. Then when I was a kid, shit was original. So it was so many ways that black people could have took off and became whatever they wanted to be, but there wasn't enough education in the hood. There wasn't enough education in the hood that people know today. You know what I'm saying? We only learning most of the shit that we learning because we got an open fucking web in front of us and we can type anything we want to learn. Anything we wanted to learn, we could just put it in GPS and take off with it. You know what I'm saying? Back then they didn't have instructions and setups and all of that, so it was a little bit difficult for people to be parents and you know what I'm saying, and children was actually children and fathers was actually fathers and grandmamas was actually grandmamas. Now grandmamas up there making TikTok challenges at 80 years old looking like they 26 years old. I'm trying to figure out where did you find this 80 something year old woman looking like this? Is she looking good? I ain't talking no trash, she looking good. Where you finding these women at? Because where I'm from,
Right
they
about that.
aging quick. I'm talking about where I'm from, they aging quicker than a motherfucker. I'm talking about saying like by the time they get to the age of 30, these bitches looking like they 90. Where the fuck y'all finding these women at? But then I learned it's
I don't know.
also listen to me. It's also DNA, genetic, hormones, and chromosomes. That's what the scientists like to play with: DNA, hormones, genetics, and hormones, chromosomes. This is how the scientists operate a lot of shit that's operative for us to take control of, like our eating habits, our drinking habits, shit we can consume, like how much gas can you put in pollution and shit like that. Once you start to learn all that shit, then you start getting off of that race shit. You'll learn to let that race shit go.
Yep,
When you start
you're right.
matching the
You're right
capacity,
about that.
then you will get a better result. Then they start listening to you because you're not becoming ignorant to the fact no more. You're not no longer becoming ignorant to the fact.
You're right. You're right. You are right. Hey, you know what? Tomorrow is we might pick up this topic tomorrow. We might pick up this topic tomorrow because this is a good goddamn discussion. Matter of fact,
Yes,
I'm gonna do
sir.
this discussion. I'm doing this
I'll be
discussion tomorrow, and hopefully we have more people from the panel that get more insight Cause we keep it real over here.
Fact.
Look here, I'm part of Twitter East Nation slash I'm part of Nile and part of the Nile River. And guess what? We don't cut no corners. We're not gonna tell you no lie. We're not gonna tell you what you want to hear. We're gonna tell you what you need to hear. Is that in agree with me on that one?
Fact.
And hey, Big Trey, you want to give hey anybody? We'll get out of here.
Peace and blessings, everybody, man.
Anybody want to shout out right quick? Like Wax say,
Shout out to AP, shout out to Queen E, shout out to Kitty,
hey,
shout out to Pamela, shout out to Linda, shout out to Stillwood, shout out to K Rico, Doubles R, shout out to Magnum, shout out to the whole Nile River, Pamela, shout out to Gardner Brand, shout out to Platinum the Peach, Cuba, shout out everybody, nigga. If I can't
Yo,
put
I
your
can't with you,
name,
Trash. That was good. Because I
yeah,
can't remember all of that sometimes. That was good, Chris.
oh,
Shakira, shout out to you, Shakira. Definitely shout out to you, realest one. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Ken Cutthroat. What up with you? Shout out to G Up. Shout out to you. Big up to you, my bro. Everything is straight. Shout out to you, my bro from the Nile River. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see who else. What's up, Bob? Hey, shout out to you, Bob. Hey, I know you out there. Hey, I see you, my boy. I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something. Hey, D-Rap, what's up with you? Big Duke, what's up? Baltimore, what up with you? It's a crazy dude, man. Hey, we got some more. We got some more. Mr. X, what up with you? Yeah, yeah. Seen you out there. Uh, uh,
hold up, Big Trey.
Good
Now,
Kitty,
Kitty,
yeah.
it's your
Shout out to you, baby girl.
hey,
Wendy,
hey,
shout out to you.
Trey, hold up.
Yeah, yeah,
It's your
yeah.
last thing.
So,
What? We were playing.
What you said, D True?
Now, Kitty, your turn. In, in
Big Trash covered it all.
the last.
I fuck with who y'all fuck with, I guess.
I like to give peace and blessings to everyone. I like everyone to love on yourself, love on each other, love each other while you're here. If someone, if there's someone you haven't seen or just stop speaking to, let it go. Forgive. I'm not saying forgive, because you never know. We're not here forever. We're here for a moment. We're here for today. You don't want to wait till it's time, till it's too late to want to say, I wish I could have, I wish I did. Live life to the fullest. We only have one life. You know, everything out here is for entertainment purpose. You don't have to take everything so serious. There's more serious things in life going on around us besides YouTube and entertaining people or whatever we're doing on here. I just say live life prosperous, be well, take care of your health. Health is wealth all the time. Love on each other. There's not enough love in this world. That's why there's so much hate going on. Love on each other.
That's a
Love
fact.
yourself to the fullest. Get into yourself before you get into anything else. Get into yourself. Learn yourself, because a lot of people out here don't know themselves. It sounds weird, but a lot of people don't know themselves. They still trying to find themselves. It's why you have people that's like 50, 60, 70, 80, 40, 20 years old on this app doing all kinds of craziness because they still trying to find themselves. You can't find yourself on social media. Get into yourself, tap into yourself to find yourself. Like D Truth said earlier, meditate. Get into yourself, sit back, relax. You know what I mean? Enjoy life. Life is too short. We're living a fast pace right now.
That's a
Enjoy
fact.
life.
That's a
Enjoy
fact.
life. Enjoy the
Mm.
life that you have right now, because you can lay down and it's gone. As we speak right now, there's a few people who didn't get up with us. Let's take heed to that. You know, Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody who embraced me. Salute to everybody who you just allow me to be around. Salute to D Truth for letting me come up on your platform. Salute to the Now River, TST TV. Big, big, big shout out and salute and love to my sis Eve James podcast. All day, every day. Y'all already know what it is. What's understood don't need to be said. Salute to Wax AP, Big Trez, D Truth. Salute to Lil Darrow. My name Lil Darrow.
Well,
Leave me
I forgot
alone.
about you, my boy. My bad. Salute. My
Salute to
bad.
Mr.
Yeah.
Executioner. Shakira, you already know. Nicole Bella, Monique, Keyway, the West Coast. Definitely big shout out to the West Coast. Definitely big shout out to the West Coast. Shout out to everybody that supports my EJ podcast, supports the True podcast, Now River, TST TV. Big shout out and love to everyone. That was good enough, D.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Hey, you know how
she called out the rest of them
we
that
do
I
all of
forgot
that.
about. My bad. Y'all.
Shout out to them on the
Yeah, my
game.
bad.
Yeah. Hey, see, this is how I do it right here. This is how I get everybody. Shout out to the Nile River. Shout out to Twin East Nation. Shout out to State Gate. Shout out to Bus Line. To that go to white play. That way you won't have to do no names. Hey, simple. But
yeah, but you D Truth, this YouTube, they be getting a little in their feelings. Sometimes you gotta say names.
Hell yeah. That's why I try to think of so many names and so many times. Like I try to think of every name that I could think of, and them they would just
Sometimes people take that side. You was on somebody's platform, you ain't shout me out. Oh, no problems, no problems. I'm muting up so you can do your salute.
Probably will Johnson and Nate the Great. Nate the Great. Thank you for dropping. I just modded some of y'all up. If y'all have a link for y'all channel, drop it in the chat so people go sub up to you and go check it out over here. This all collaboration. We all trying to build over here. We building over here. Aren't we building over here?
Definitely. Trez, mute up, Trez.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm here trying to cook this hamburger steak. Like, want me to chef up? My bad. I'm sorry, y'all.
There you go, D Truth.
Hey, look. Hey, don't burn it up now. Look, I said it.
What? Burn up what?
He said, don't you be over there burning up the kitchen.
Oh, I could cook that.
Hey, but you know what? We Hey, I said it, but she was thinking. You don't have to bring somebody with
Hey, listen, man. I ain't never burnt that no kitchen a day in my life.
Hey man, Trey, but you know what, bro? You got a lot of. You already know. I already told you what for. You already welcome over here on the panel. I know the sound is that we might continue this discussion. This is part more right here because this is deep more.
Well,
But I can tell you this. We're gonna
I'm about to take this conversation today, and I'm finna go to everybody platform. Right? This is what's gonna happen. Right? No, no, seriously, listen. I'm finna track on this conversation all day. Right? I'm going to everybody platform that I fuck with, and I'm finna push this. Stop trying to separate everybody from everybody. That's the campaign. Stop separating people from people. People gonna be people, no matter what nationality they come. Asian, white, black, deaf, dumb, crippled, retarded, whatever you think of the person. It comes as it comes. It's life. It comes like that. It's either you can take it, accept it, or you don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you're right.
no.
That's how you know people is scared of real true conversation. They just like the drama
That big
because
Trey.
the sister definitely shared you out and told everybody to come share their mind. Come have a meeting of the mind and share your thoughts on this subject, which is a real subject, not the messy shit. You know, but it's just
Yeah,
us. If the sis wasn't busy, she
you're right
definitely
about
will
that.
come build with us and bless us with her knowledge. If the sis wasn't busy, but she did share you out and told everybody pull up and have this open discussion.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out
No,
to
she said
Queen E.
that you were
That's
busy.
a big fact.
And, she did say you were busy, and she said she already shared it earlier before you came
If we
up.
w-
But
but if we was up here tearing
I
each
talked
other
about
up,
how
if we was on
go
these
ahead,
panels
Kenny.
tearing each other up, if we was on these panels tearing each other up, it'd be like 70, 60 in the building to watch us tear at each other. But here we are, we trying to have an intellectual meeting of the mind instead of the ignorant stuff. Nobody wants to come in and have a discussion, but everybody
No,
want to troll. Everybody want
this
to troll. Everybody want to do all kinds of things when it's ignorant things going on.
this is where you become. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you game, and I ain't share this with nobody. I kind of like you, Kitty. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I like you. Because you got your own mind, and you are very smart, and
All
you do
day.
know how to use words. So I'm gonna show you something, right? I ain't share this with nobody, right? I haven't shared this with nobody. This was gonna be my little personal secret, but I'm gonna share it with you, right? You become a troll, right? Yourself, right? And how you become the troll is everything. Every time they get in there on that bullshit, like you go to certain chats, like certain chats, you don't got to tell nobody who chat you in or none of that shit. You go to certain chats, right? This is how you do it. You get in that motherfucker, and once you get in that motherfucker, you become a motherfucker pro at what you do, right? Use words. Words can definitely define who a person really is. For every conversation, like it can go something like, "Today I'm gonna walk outside of the house. I'm gonna get into my car and I'm gonna go meet with my dog." And and they title or their video might be on some positive shit, but they on some gangster shit, right?
Right.
So what you do is you hold them accountability for their title. Like, yo, man, what's up with your title, man? You know the title of your show. I came in and supported, kind of like the title, shit like that, blah blah blah. Whoop, 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 whoop. And he gonna be like, yeah, 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 you know. And he gonna try to move himself. Now he gonna try to shift from the gangster part back to, you know. Then that's when you troll. I guarantee you, you control them with a good, you control them in a good way that'll draw right into you, right into you.
Now I get
You
what you're
draw,
saying. I get what you're saying.
yeah. I try, and listen. This is what I'm finna do. I'm telling everybody my plan. So this is finna be in the wave. I'm finna troll in a way. I'm finna come in a trolling way that troll don't supposed to go. Trolling don't supposed to go with positivity. Trolling supposed to go with entertainment, credibility. I'm finna
You gonna be
become
the
a
positive troll.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm talking about listen, if your videos don't add up to your title, I'm finna get in your shit and troll the shit
That's
out
a
your shit.
fact. I ain't mad
I'm
at you,
talking about
Trez. That's right.
I'm in that bitch
Stick to
having
the
a whole
subject.
conversation with my stuff
I
about
came here
life
for
and
the
shit and
subject.
everything.
That's a fact. I
Man,
came here for
listen,
the
I'm
subject. Stick to the subject. I
just
only
for the
came here because I
subject.
saw the subject.
The subject. That do my attention.
I don't
All
follow
the other
you.
shit you talking about,
How you go? I don't follow you, but this subject looked like it was interesting. I was here for the subject.
and that's how you draw a motherfucker into you because they're gonna be like, this motherfucker here is different. This motherfucker here is different.
Oh,
What is you
I,
doing like
I know what
that
Trey.
I want to do?
So other,
God, truth.
it's other word. Trey saying, hey, other word. Trey saying something get real, but it ain't the subject they talking about.
They basically put a topic on their thing, but when
We
you get
doing
to their
it.
shit, the
Put the
topic is
title up.
totally different from their banners, I guess. That's what he's saying. Whatever they put up there, their banners is, or their topic, that when you get to the show, the topic has nothing to do with their banners.
Yeah, it don't. If you go to a lot of people's shows, when you get to the banner, the
Yeah.
first thing is say something about this conversation here that we having about such and such and such and such and such and such. And they might have some slide shit on the slide shit. They might say we're gonna speak about the little of the Migos and we're gonna speak a little bit about mostly murder and all this shit right here. But when you get to that show, you will never cover none of them stories and I would troll the fuck out of the chat with every one of them. I would get on the internet, put the internet beside me, put all the factuals right there, and start typing shit in the chat as factuals
That's a
about the
fact. I
book.
see that a lot around here. People and people on their shit, and them people don't even acknowledge them. Yeah, you right. And the subject ain't even about them. I see a lot of that on these streets. You're absolutely right, Trez.
There you go.
I see a lot of that. A lot of that on these
Now,
streets. Yes, I do.
and now what you're doing there is now you putting people in accountability of creating content of what they writing instead of them getting up there creating what they want to create, spinning narratives what they want to spin, doing
Putting up
shit
there
that
to
ain't got
draw
no business
people.
doing.
Yeah, drawing people to your crowd when
That's
it
right.
ain't what it is. Yeah, and then when they
That's
get there,
right.
it's a circus.
That's right. That's the whole fact.
I
That's
may
the
not
whole
want to be
fact.
part of your circus, but I may want to hear the word and see what is your
Right.
dialect on that word. You know what I mean? I
That's
may not want to be part of your buffoonery, but you probably speaking the word right now, and I want to understand what's your enlightened and what's your view on that subject. I may just want to see that to see what type of person you are, or whatever the case may be. But then when I get there, it's a
what's
bunch
the
of
fact.
buffoonery. Yeah, I'm done. Did I start sipping or something? Oh shit! But now y'all get what I'm trying to say. I gotta stop teasing people because
But
me over there
it
teasing that dummy over there. Sometimes I have to mess up on my words
gotta have.
trying to say words like him, huh? I be messing up my verbiage. I be messing up my verbiage
But
over here
I'm
trying
not.
to sound like the ignorant person.
Oh, don't do it.
Yeah, because we got
Don't do
grown
it.
folks. We got
Don't
grown
do it.
folks who want us to listen to their narratives, and they over here talk about relatives. What is relatives? What is that word? What is that? Can someone explain what is
But
relatives?
I don't know.
But yeah,
Now,
D Truth, as you were
I
saying.
don't even compute like that. But hey, you know what? When I was and when you and I was up there, what the hell? Take
You
a
going in and
subject,
out, my buddy.
talk about it. I said, take a subject, talk about it, and get talked about on somebody else's panel, and keep going and building that way. And
Right,
that what Trey's gonna do right now. He
right,
is
right, right.
on
He
it,
said that. Yeah,
and that's all we got to do. That's going, yeah. And
yeah.
hey, this been a fun. We have fun over here, and we also
I mean,
learn and
you don't see
educate
me that often,
over
but you
here.
caught me today, and thank you so much
We,
for having me.
we hey, well, you know what I like? Wait a minute, is that really her, or somebody put it a prank? I thought
Who
it was your
that?
sister at first. I thought it was Eve. Like, yeah, you pranking me?
Can't you see them in the back before
I
you put
thought
them up?
he was pranking me for a minute.
Nah, you know
I
she
said
don't
you.
do that.
Oh yeah, I know she ain't. I know she. I'm like, Kitty. I'm like, oh, I get. Hey, this a moment here. But
Oh, you
yeah,
thought
we
they was
already know
trying to
she
porn
busy.
bomb you with my
We already
avatar?
know what to say. But yeah, but you know that there's a whole lot of people that this type of subject that go against the grain. People are scared to step out on it and say anything about it. I'm not. You already know that, don't you, Kitty?
Of course,
You
of
already know that.
course, of course.
But
A lot of people don't want to push the maybes on here, but it's a lot of maybes that's being pushed on YouTube. It's a lot of maybes being pushed on this YouTube
oh
app.
yeah,
A lot. It's just that what maybe do you want to push? There's a lot of maybes being pushed on this damn app.
yep, yep. And I look at this. I look like this right here. What this? People try to figure out what is colorism self hate had to do with what we were talking about slavery and all the other stuff. That's where it started from. It all
With the
applies
colorism,
together.
yeah, of course. It all goes together.
Yeah. So, and I don't. We might talk about this subject, talk about the subject at hand. It might look like we're veering off to some of these people that not educated enough to understand, but the people that are educated enough know what we're talking about. They know it go hand in hand. Any final, you know what time Queen going live today, or we just have to sit and wait?
I know she has something set up for feminism and something towards the word of feminism at 12:30, but she has a lot going on. She does has she's doing a lot of running around right now with the restaurant. Now I don't want to say too much because everybody's always trying to whatchamacallit, but you already know what it is, the truth. She did have a show set up, but if she's
I already know.
you know, this you outside of YouTube, niggas have real unbeknownst to what people want to believe. You know, she does have a real life. You know what I mean? And she did have a something set up for
Oh
1 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not sure. Yeah, she did have something set up for 1 o'clock. It's a very,
and
you know, it kind of
she had,
coincide
she did
a little.
Yeah,
it coincide a little,
like
but it's a little different. Yeah,
I don't because that often. Yes, I might. Yeah, you be on AP, you be on this, you be on E. Yes, I be on the panel, but I don't go live often. I'm just there for security.
at the end of the day, that is your phone, your internet, your Wi-Fi, and your feelings. Who you want to support is who you want to support. That's like you telling me I can't come out my house and go to that corner store on the right on the corner. I should go around the corner and go to the other store. You know how big this YouTube street is. If you couldn't control nobody on these apps.
Oh yeah.
Even if you wanted to. These YouTube streets is big enough for everybody to go around and move around and get some business about themselves. This YouTube street is big.
Like I told you, like I told y'all last night. I had one phone in my hand. I had two phones in my hand. Got two phones in my hand. Armando was on.
You would support, and it is what it is.
I was looking at both of them.
You're gonna get mad at me because I want to support who I want to support. It is what it is. I said people can't get mad at nobody. People support what they want to support.
Yeah.
People gonna go where they want to go. Like I said, this YouTube street is too big to try to control anyone. There's space on this YouTube street for everybody to do what they want to do, and they don't
Yep.
even have to bump heads.
Okay.
It ain't even no traffic in this YouTube streets. You heard? These streets is open to the world for everybody.
Wide open. Yep.
How you feeling today, D Truth?
But it's real. Any final thought, do anyone of y'all have any encouraging words for people out there in the chat that actually still here watching and people that gonna watch you play? Any encouraging words?
I say love on
Uplifting
yourself.
words.
Love on yourself.
Get Trey.
Love your
Right.
family. Love
Well,
your loved ones.
I mean, it take it back to what I was, saying about the street. The streets is over with.
Hey, kid, you got a fan?
See you, Trez, but I don't hear you. What you said, D Truth?
I don't hear me either. I said you got a fan.
Don't hear you.
GAS podcast said fact.
Say that again.
Hey,
You like the series? Hey, she said she like you.
Okay. Thanks for
Right.
GAS podcast. I like you too. Thank you for stepping into the building. I wish you was here a little earlier so you could build with us on D Truth. I'm just a guest here. But thank you for coming in. It's a very touch subject. I don't know. D Truth usually do 2 parts to his certain subjects that he feel passionate about. He may bring the subject back up over here. We got Big Trez doing the work of the Lord. He said he's going around the chat to spread the word on this subject because he's feeling passionate about that subject too. So he'll be
Big Trey
spreading
said
his.
that.
Huh? No, I said Big Trez.
I said Big Trey said he
I
gonna
said
spread the
Trey.
word.
I just said you like to do a 2-part series to subjects that you like, that you're very passionate about. That's what I said. I said D Truth may touch the subject again because you like to do 2-part series to subjects that you're passionate about. And Big Trez said he's gonna do the work of the Lord and spread the word because he likes this subject. But thank you for everybody coming in supporting D Truth's D Truth
like
TV.
So,
What you said, Truth? You going in and out, baby.
I still 2-3 part series, but like I said, I don't know tomorrow, so but
wait, who called a fan? Who called guys?
I don't
A fan.
Yeah, you know what I did. I did.
Oh.
Yeah. That simple the word.
No,
like
guys. He's appreciative of
but,
all supporters.
Yeah,
come in, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button. It was just a choice of word. Maybe a bad choice of word, but it was a choice of word.
She put
Trez, you back?
She put a laughing emoji behind it though.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's just emotional. It's just emotional. It's emotional. Such real emotion to me.
Right.
Yeah, we have fun, we laugh, we joke. And Mama, drop the link in the chat. So people go subscribe, see what you're all about, whenever you go live, whatever. You never know who will pop up.
That's true.
On your channel.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm getting hungry
All
now
right.
because Trey cooking steak burgers. Did you get finished steak burgers, Trey?
Trey making steak burgers over there.
In the final word. In the final word. We gotta get out of here. Oh, he rolling up.
Yeah. All right. Well, Trez is doing what he
but
do. And
yeah,
think he's having a
from
little
this little
technical
panel,
difficulty. So I guess D Truth will give you the final words.
yeah.
Y'all hear me?
You
Y'all hear
coming in
me?
and out. I heard you. Yeah, we hear you now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now, but you're going in and out.
Yeah.
All right. D
I
Truth,
can
give
hear
the
him now.
final words.
I got a delay. Just go ahead and end the show.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, he got a delay. But for Paris, Miss uh, Chinese Kitty, and you can check me out on EJ Night Crew. Check us
Yes,
out
they
on
definitely
there.
can
Don't
check.
forget,
Yeah, check me out on E. James
go support
podcast.
and go check out people in the Nile River. Check them out. Back to the Pink, Matt Me. Go
Hey,
check
I'm
out the
gonna just
Nile
hey,
River.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Get over
spin
there.
out, y'all. Good to talk to you, and I'll be back to
And
do part two of the show.
Okay. The sis should be having a
okay,
very good show later on.
all right. And my boy, I don't. All depends on what time she goes. I don't like to hear
I'm
with
trying to do the
nobody,
Lord's
especially
work
with
anyway.
Right. Yeah, that's what she does too. But the subject is how
especially people
feminism
that are watching.
movement affects men and childhood trauma. That's what the subject gonna be. So get your mind together, D Truth, for that subject. Y'all can
Oh
go
yeah,
no
and
hello.
Fatty,
Fatty
Fatty,
stepped in the building.
hey, I hear you.
Fatty a
Fatty ain't in
Fatty
the
a
house.
troublemaker.
Yep,
Fatty a
late.
troublemaker. And Nate done opened that baby making club of his. Nate done opened up his baby making club all over again. Did you see that D Truth? He over there putting his little baby making
Hey,
club up there.
he said backup page.
What he
Hey,
said?
he said choose violence today. Update over this afternoon. His backup page. They dropped your backup page link. Channel chat.
I choose violence today. Club they open
But
this after.
yeah, and check out my boy.
Nate is a mess. Why you choose not you, Nate, on Demon Time?
Check out. Hey, go check out my boy. Best friend. I call him my best friend because we don't tell each other what we tell each other what we need to hear. We get on each other ass.
Who that, Armando?
Armando Black TV. Go check him out. He fight again. Yeah, just like he fight again for, and they all be trying to attack him. So, and he good at what do, and he can do stuff like you can do other stuff. He can do great topics, and I think he got a show at 3:00, and it's the hot seat now, and him and Doe Eyes is gonna put each other in the hot seat and ask questions of each other, and ain't no telling what to think about. And that's gonna be fun. Now I'm gonna just sit back and watch this one. I'm gonna sit back around there, and you come later, and who and the club Nate gonna be open. I do not know who else gonna be in between all of that. That's a lot of running the streets. I'm pay for my gas. Hey, Kitty, who gonna pay for your gas running the streets like that?
What you said, D Truth?
I'm gonna let Kitty have the final word.
I did. I gave the final word. I said love,
I
peace,
said,
and
who
hair
gonna pay for our
grease.
gas from the streets?
You said who gonna pay for the gas?
Oh yeah, you did. But yeah,
Say
run
that
the
again.
YouTube streets.
Oh, on the YouTube streets, who's gonna pay for the gas? I don't know who gonna pay for the gas. Somebody better pay for this gas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody pay for the. They ain't throw nothing in the chat. If they throw something in the chat, that's what's paying for the gas.
Really just want to say I'm in the middle of a little dispute with YouTube myself for some. All right, really one. You already know how that go. You know how that go, but keep your head up, keep melting, believe in yourself, love yourself too much that you become what I just use? Ignorant to other people's feelings. Peace and love, Kitty, Big Trey, to Now River, 20s Media Network, 20s Nation, Bus Life, and everybody else. Peace. I got